Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Gives it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball is not intercepted.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a fourth down.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here comes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. And now to try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. And so the drive starts with pretty decent field position. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Tackle made after a big gain.
What a really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's first and goal for the offense.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. The back's got it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football from the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He's running out of time here. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Third down after that running play. Back in motion now. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes a quick catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important second down play coming up. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. He just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Rams begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Jukes to get free. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Wildcats. He'll stroll into the end zone. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up. And, of course, you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Colorado State offense is back out there now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? There's a screen pass to the running back. Good job by the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. It's caught downfield. And now the defense able to bring him down. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And the quarterback dropping back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Finds a receiver wide open. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. A good job up front and a nice run.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. But he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He'll hand it off. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for a gap. It's Harris. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
He's going to hand this off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Makes a quick grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't, so now we got a 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Kentucky. This offense cannot be stopped. So the offense blinking now, Kirk, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, and it's picked off. He went up high to grab that football.
Love this play by this defensive back. Locating the football and going up and over the receiver to make that play.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
He's escaping the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's going to launch it deep again. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Rams come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Here's the second down play. Here's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. They can't slow him down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PHC is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. This will likely be the last play of the half. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Great move there. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. He'll toss it to the back.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll use the ground game here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Escapes the pocket. He's past the marker, still on his feet. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Really love the call here on third down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or pull it down and keep it himself to be able to pick up first down yardage.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Can he reach the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Colorado State offense is back out there now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Not much on that play. Brought down short. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Extending the play now. He shreds the tackle. And we're able to get him down. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Oh, what a juke. Gets free now. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They're going to run it here. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of his sticks.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Rams looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he'll be brought down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Heading for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Send the back in motion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, Rams. And the comeback is on. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the extra point gets him within 4, 35-31. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun handoff here. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Second down. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. The back's got it again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Powers through. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the fourth quarter. Working with the lead, it's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do. But now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
And now the handoff. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Fighting off the defender. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
Went after, up and good. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense operating from the pistol. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Rams with 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Rams come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Nowhere to run up the middle. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Sacked. Dropped at the 3.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Colorado State. A strong fight back. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Automatic in the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. Using his legs, it's Harris. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, and was able to blow this play up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And the running back takes the handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Rolling the dice a bit, up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Receiver makes the grab. Great footwork, a big opening now. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands, and how about the job by this receiver to fight for that 1st down?
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a